Here I'm going to show you how the class website works. It may look a little different for you because I change the looks of the class site every semester based off of a final project from a previous student. So let's take a look at the site. Here's the home page. Here on the home page for our class, I will generally have a join a tell me poll created by Kirk Hopkins too, and that's what we'll do to communicate with each other in our online class. And I'll have questions like this, and you can respond. So how did you choose a realistically fixable site? I stumbled upon a bad site and knew how to fix it. And then I submit that, and you can see the responses of everyone in the class. So that's a tell me poll, and again that link will be on our class homepage on the day of our class, and it won't show up there until I start a poll. So if you get to class too early or I haven't started the poll yet, you may need to reload the homepage to see that poll. And you may see upcoming events if there are upcoming things like the upcoming week, and if there's a project coming due. You'll find a top image, most likely. I've got Zoom meeting information and the Zoom link. This is how we'll do class for our online classes. And I have an upload your photo option. So if you have not given me your photo yet, you should do so. That keeps the class site a little bit more personal. The next section is the semester overview. This is all the material that you have on a week-by-week basis. There's a week 00 and week 01 are due the first week of class, and after that each week is shown. And if you use any of those links, you can see the material for that link. You can also see the assignments, what the goal is of the assignment, what you have to do for the assignment, and what the grading rubric for the assignment is. You can also use the video transcript link to see the text for the video if you don't want to watch the whole video, or if you want references as to what's in the video. I'm going to go back to the home page. So that was the semester overview. If you click on the show all material or the material link up here, what you now get is an overview. It's basically the videos titles, so you can see at a glance what we're covering each week, and you can jump to the week using the link right there. Go back to the home page. I have class photos. You can see all the photos I have for everyone in the class right here. I have a link for top images. With one of our assignments, I give you the opportunity to upload or add images to your web page, and then I use those images on our class site. Then I have email addresses, so you could actually spam everybody in the class, or preferably you don't do that too much. You can contact your classmates because I have every classmate listed here along with their email address. Next, I have some information about extra credit for projects for the second and the third project, which is my interest and the Hire Me project. And then near the bottom of the page, I have the assignment viewer. This is what you'll use to ensure that I can see your assignments. So for the first assignment, which is web page 00, you would click on that. You can see in the assignment viewer I have the goal, the assignment, and the grading rubric right there. And then you see each person in the class and what they did on the assignment. I do all of the assignments, so you'll see me in there. And then at the bottom of the page, I even show you folks who did or didn't do the assignment, and how long it took to load the page. I'm going to go back up to the top. So if I can't see your assignment or you can't see your assignment in the assignment viewer, that means that you either have it mislabeled, misnamed, not in the right spot, or you didn't do it. You should be able to see it there. If you can't see it there, that means I can't see it. So always make sure that I can see your assignment by checking it with the assignment viewer. There's an assignment viewer for each week. I'm going to use this web page 2 and show you a new enhancement, which is you see your name and your unique ID, and you see that I found the page, and this is a link to the page. I also have this new option called Just Show This Page, and if you click on that or use that link, it's going to reload the assignment viewer, or practice page checker I also call it, with just your assignment. So you don't have to wait for it to load forever and a day for everybody's assignments. It just shows yours. You also get some of the HTML mechanical grading here. So HTML mechanics is what I call it. So like if you're having image problems or images that are too big, or you miss a body tag or something like that, it would show up in here. Now this does not grade your design work. It doesn't really grade the content. It's just looking at HTML problems and possible CSS problems as well. Some people have problems with page caching on the server. If you have that problem, you should contact your service provider, which most of my students use Bluehost. If you don't contact them and you still have the problem, and again, I'd recommend that you contact them, but you can use this practice page checker to look at your assignment, and that would take care of any caching issues most likely. It seems to have done the trick for most of my students. I'm going to go back to the home page, and I'm going to show you down here at the bottom. I have an assignment viewer practice page checker, and this tells you how to use that same practice page checker with just any pages that you make, as long as you call it practice, and you would want to put it in a practice folder. It would check those pages for you. But this also tells you how to check your assignments, which I just showed you an easier way to do, so you don't really need to know this one too much, other than it kind of shows how the assignment viewer thing works. Also, I give you some options for doing some practice page inspiration. And then let's go through the rest of the site here real quick. I've got Kirk's Pet Peeves at the top. These apply to most of your assignments and projects. Things that drive me crazy, things that are common problems with students, and what percentage I would take off for each of those problems. We already talked about the material link. It now shows you just a summary of the content for each week. And again, you can click on the link, select the link to jump right to that week. I also have some reference materials here that tell about how you might want to do your breakout sessions. I've given you some links to CSS and HTML and some color scheme generators, web content accessibility guidelines, Wave, several different things there. Section 508 compliance. I give you some ideas for responsive design. I give you links for some web spell checkers. I give you some extensions that you might want to use for Google Chrome. I show you some editors that you might want to consider using for photo editing. Photour.com, I think I mentioned here somewhere. There it is a web photo editor that you can use for free if you don't want to pay for one. And then I tell you how you can view source code in Safari, and it's similar to that in other web apps. And then here I actually show whose design I'm using for and what semester I had them as a student, so you can see where the design came from. Finally, I have a syllabus, which I generally cover in class, but you can always get to it and look at it at any time. I've got different sections here. I've got contact information, the materials that you need. You need a text editor. If you don't have one of those, you should get one. I use BBEdit. Most people who are in my class that have Windows use Notepad++. As long as it's a color-coded text editor, I'm good with it. You only need one. Got course policies, attendance, academic integrity policy, disability services information, mental health services information, links to the course calendar or schedule, tell you about the class structure, how you might do a typical week in this class, readings. Basically, it's the materials all provided on the website. I give you my grading policy. Basically, on the grading policy, if you attempt the assignment, you're going to be given an opportunity for a regrade request for all the assignments and all the projects. I give you a breakdown of how the grades fit into the final percentages of the class in the grading scale. I give you plenty of extra credit opportunities, so I don't curve grades, I don't raise them. That's the scale that I follow right there. I encourage you to do regrade requests on your assignments and projects. There's links for other things here in the course, and I talk about the course evaluations. So in short, that is how this course works. I look forward to seeing everyone in class. Thanks.